everybody, and welcome to The Passion Perspective, a look at everything in the world of sex and relationships today. My name is Emily.
And I'm MC Tovette.
And
we're excited. Again. We were just talking about sex toys before last show. We're still excited.
We're still excited about it. And we're actually coming at you with our final episode of this little mini series that was focusing on sex and relationships kind of in the time of the coronavirus and helping couples, whether they're in self-quarantine together, whether they're apart, all kinds of tips and tricks and ideas and inspiration to really make the best of what we've got right now. So in this final episode, MC, did you want to take over and talk a little bit about what we're going to be covering?
Yes, I'm so excited, Emily. So the whole idea during this time is to help couples really connect and bond. You know, it's so easy for us to be frustrated with each other and mad at each other, and you definitely don't want to be making love when that happens. So check out our other shows, and that's going to help you, the previous shows. Because it's really, really key for you to have those tips on how to live together and check those shows out. Today's show is all about really looking back at the way you've made love, let's say your top 10 love-making events with your partner through the years. And maybe it's a new relationship. You might just have a top 3, and that's good too. It's really fun to have a conversation with your partner that says that brings out, you know, what's gone on in the past that you really, really loved. And let's bring some of that back. But I would say bring that back with creativity, right, Emily?
Yes, definitely. I think tapping into that kind of nostalgia, that sort of recreating moments that you've both shared is a really great way, I think, not only to create new intimacy, but like you were saying, if you can recreate those things in sort of a creative way, you'll get those same benefits tenfold. I feel it's a great activity to do.
Yeah. So if you've done something in the past, I think, you know, some couples I've spoken to, they said, I did it again. It didn't have the same feeling as I had the first time. So we want to try to avoid that feeling. Think about getting even more creative and make it even better. One of the things that my husband really liked is, let me see if I can find the book here. One thing that he really liked, I talk about Tickle is Pickle. Where did that book go? I've got hers. Yeah, here it is. Tickle is Pickle. So there's some really good techniques. It's Sadie Allison's book. And so one night I just says, let's experiment. And he just loved that. And we were at the cottage and he was just having so much fun because I was just focused on him. So that became one of his top things that he loved. So when I recommended we do Tickle is Pickle again, I went into my research and I looked into things. I experimented with new things so that we can make it an even better night than the first night. I mean, it's not about performing all the time, but you want to make it still a really good memory you need to get into it. And the whole idea is to really try to show a lot of passion and compassion and really want to pleasure your partner, and you'll do well if you do that. So just lately, right when I got back from Australia, it was our 20th anniversary, Emily, and I was trying to figure out what am I going to do.
Congratulations. That's so exciting.
Thank you. Yes, 20 years. We've been married and we were together for 3 years before that. So something is working well. We're still happy. We're still madly in love with each other. So there's some really good things happening.
You guys are hot.
Yeah, thank you. My husband is especially hot. He's an Iron Man. Like, he is so hot. And you're really lucky. And he's in really good shape. So I'm still madly in love with him. So, you know, even if you're not such good shape, you could still have fun. I don't want to leave that out there, right? I don't want to leave that out there. So that morning when he woke up, I wanted him to see something really special that will really mark our 20th anniversary, because I didn't want it just to be an ordinary anniversary or like any anniversary. I really wanted to try to mark the date. So I made this for him in calligraphy. I wrote out 20 of our sexiest date adventures. So I wrote them all out, and he actually booked the fanciest hotel in our city. And we had windows all around. It was so beautiful. And if that doesn't put you in the mood, it was just such a beautiful setting. And that morning, I asked him to pick 3 things from this list of 20 things that I thought he really loved. And I actually checked in with him. He thought I was pretty bang on because we have these conversations a lot. So he picked Tickle and Pickle, of course. And he put these 2 together. Of course, he always tried to get a big bang for his buck. He's an accountant. So he picked strip and lingerie fashion show. So he put those together. So I want you to strip for me and do a little lingerie show for me. And the last thing was 101 sexy dates. So you guys can find these online. You can order them during your COVID time, so you can have a lot more fun. So what you do here is there's some.
Sorry, MC, can you just tell people who the book is by, just so people can find it?
Yes. So it's Laura Korn. She's done a really good job of this. So you have, let's take a look at number 14. Can we keep her? And this is for her. So you pull it out. Here, I've got a whole bunch that I've already pulled out here. You pull it out. Here, I'll pull it out.
It's a well-used book. I can see you guys have made very good use of that.
I just pull it out, and it gives you all the directions of what you could do, like a dare for her, and there's dares for him. So you can take a look at those, surprise each other with some dares. Some of them you need tools, so you might want to take a look at them in the morning. Open up your dare in the morning, and we'll do it tonight, type of thing. And if you don't like it, just open up another one.
Why not? And what's the name of the book one more time, MC?
It's called 101 Sexy Dares. I really love it.
Nice.
It's fun.
It sounds really fun. Although when you say tools, I immediately picture like power tools. I'm wondering what kind of tools?
I think food, we might not have all that food right now, so might have, I'm trying to think of some of the things she's used, like blindfolds you'll have, trying to think of some of the other things that she's done.
For the Corona edition, bonus points if you can find something sexy to do with canned beans.
With canned what?
Beans. Chickpeas.
Beans. I think that'll just make you fart. I wouldn't
That's
go
what
there.
Everyone's got on hand right now is just canned beans.
Oh my gosh.
Bonus points if you can find a sexy dare to do with that.
Good luck with that. So I would suggest as your challenge, because Emily and I want you to really have lots of fun just during this coronavirus time. Write out your sexiest things that you've ever done together as a couple and pick the top 3 for your next date night. Have your date nights during this time, right, Emily? We need to keep having those date nights. We can't just stop having date nights during coronavirus time. That will be really sad.
It would. And there's lots of ideas on how you can do date nights even without leaving, because you want to be staying inside, but there's still lots you can do. And we've talked about that. MCU had a ton of really great ideas for people, but this sounds super fun. And I think it's really important. You kind of said this earlier, but it's not even so much that you're trying to recreate this thing so much as kind of reinvigorate them, because this will be a new experience that you'll then be able to look back on. And it's not going to be the same as the first time, but it will be different. It will be its own experience. And that's going to be really worthwhile. So I think this is such a great idea. And to your point, you can do this whether you've been together for a few months, whether you've been together for years. And even to a certain extent, even if you're not with your partner, this is just a fun exercise to do together. And you can at least look forward to doing some of those things when you're back together again, or adapting them for the current situation. Again, I think there's so much creativity and imagination that can be put to good use here. I think this is such a great assignment. This is the best kind of homework possible.
Yeah, so get out there and give this a try. Our idea is to make sure that you guys come out of this with really great memories instead of bad memories. And you're going to think, remember how much fun we had during that time? That's what we want for you.
Absolutely.
Right, Emily? Yes.
That's right. And I think that's a great note to end this little mini series on, MC. Do you want to just tell people where they can find you?
Yes, I'd love to help you. If anybody's going through a hard time right now, I have my schedule. Do you say schedule or schedule?
I'm like super easy. I like to say schedule, but I've also been watching a lot of The Crown recently, where there's
Okay.
lots of British accents and schedule. So I feel
Jerry
like
always says, yeah, my kids tease me. My husband and I always say schedule now. So you could check out my schedule. I'd love to meet with you. We could just meet for 15 minutes to see if we're fit. And I also have a sliding fee scale. So if you can't afford it right now, I have a sliding fee scale to help you out. So I really want to be able to be there for you, for your couple.
that's great.
And I better tell people where I am.
Yes.
So I'm at relationshipbliss.ca, and you could find me on Facebook also at Relationship Bliss. I'm there to help you. I'm here to help you solve all of those issues that you have. I do Gottman's testing to give you a thorough test to see exactly where you are in your couple and how to help you to improve for a really good future.
Amazing. So be sure to check MC out. Obviously, I think she is absolutely amazing. Look at this. Look at this woman. If you're just listening, go and check out the video at some point. It's well worth it. But no, but thank you everyone for joining us for this little series. We hope the last 5 episodes have helped you, like MC was saying, bring a little bit of joy, a little bit of inspiration to a time that I know is really stressful for everybody. But you know, we're all in this together. We're all going to get through it, and hopefully, you know, make the best of what we've got. So hopefully, we've been able to help with that. Yeah, this has been.
That's it. This is it. Love you guys. Hug
Take
you.
care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.